Breakfast on Midlands 183 with thanks to Tullamore Credit Union's current account, tullamorecu.ie.
Feels like I'm falling in love. Coldplay, Midlands 103. 20 past 8 is your time. Good morning. As I was saying to you there a few minutes ago, one of the things Irish people are brilliant at are insults. But, friendly kind of insults. Nothing too harsh or anything like that. Or are they? And I'm not talking about the big nasty ones you hear flying around in Hollywood movies. No, the Irish insult is an art form. It's creative. It's confusing. And half the time it doesn't even sound like an insult. You have to stop and think about it. You know what I mean? Take, for example, the classic, "You're some dose." Huh? You're some dose. You're as thick as two short planks. And of course the classic, "Eat it." You eat it, you lug. Or look at the cut of your man. They're brilliant, aren't they? But I want your favourite ones. 083 3010 103. Text, WhatsApp voice note. Let's get a list of them together. Your favourite insults. Not crude or anything like that. Funny. Do you know the classic, "as useful as a one-legged man in an arse kicking contest"? The likes of that. They're brilliant. They're creative. We come from a land of poets. Remember that. Text, WhatsApp or WhatsApp voice note 083 3010 103. Get this show in full Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands 103. Macy Gray, "I Try", Midlands 103. 25 past 8 is your time. Let's have a look at your showbiz goss. First up, Jimmy Kimmel says he thought he'd never return to hosting his late night talk show after it was yanked off the air. So the drama followed all the remarks about the Charlie Kirk murder, and ABC boss suspended him. And he told Stephen Colbert about the moment that it all came crashing down.
"I'm on the phone with the ABC executives and they say, listen, we're concerned about what you're going to say tonight. And we decided that the best route is to take the show off the air tonight." And that's what I said. I started booing.
From TV drama to reality TV shockers, Kim Kardashian claims someone extremely close to her actually put a hit out on her life. The revelation drops in the trailer of season 7 of The Kardashians, if you watched The Kardashians, which also revisits her terrifying 2016 Paris robbery. So the new season lands on Disney Plus later on this month. And her very own CMAT has postponed her sold-out UK tour. And that's thanks to a rogue wisdom tooth. The singer says she's devastated, but she will undergo surgery before rescheduling dates. She lit up Glastonbury's main stage back in June, but for now it's less guitars and more dentist drills. So get well soon, CMAT. Breakfast with Peter Dunne on Midlands 103. Weekday mornings from 6:30am. These are the highlights. As Irish people, we are brilliant at insults, but not just any insult. A good creative insult. I think you would agree, David, yeah?
You're a big stupid head.
Well, a little bit better than that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Big stupid head. I'm asking for your most creative insults. You know what I mean? And we are very poetic in Ireland.
We are, in
very good at coming up with ways to insult people, and people don't even know they're insulted.
We don't like people to get ahead of their station.
Absolutely. Stay in your box.
Cut them down.
Yeah, cut them down. Trish said, "If I'd a face like yours, I'd shave me arse and walk backwards."
Good God. There you go.
That's straight to the point.
Says it all.
Robbie said, he's a crack vacuum.
That is
crack vacuum.
Excellent. Yeah. Crack-free zone.
Crack-free zone, yeah. Anti-crack.
Yeah.
Anti-crack.
Crack.
Big hello to Kevin, who said, "Not the fizziest can in the fridge."
I like it. I like it a lot.
A few of not the full chillins coming in as well.
Yeah.
And the classic, "She's a face on her like a slapped arse."
Okay.
Big hello to Enda, who got in touch this morning. Morning, friend. David, this could be for you.
If brains were dynamite, he wouldn't have enough to blow his nose.
What do you mean that's for me?
I'm just saying it. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Stupid head.
We've got a lot of Maine ones coming in. You know what I mean? Just, he's his Maine, that fella. You know, he's Maine. Wouldn't spend.
Oh, yeah.
Liz says he'd live on the clippings of tin.
The clippings of tin.
The clippings of tin.
Okay.
Another one here. He's so tight, he's putting together his own coffin. He's so tight, he'd turn off the gas when flipping an egg.
Excellent.
I love the one that Daniel sent in. Morning, Daniel. He said, if he found crutches, he'd break his leg just to get his money's worth.
Good man himself. Jeez. Irish people don't like mean-spirited, tight-fisted people.
No, we're not into that. No. No, especially, if somebody skips around, has a myophobia, Yeah.
Well, that's social exclusion right
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah. John said he fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Dear, oh dear. A lot of these are slagging how people look, which isn't great. Folks,
well,
be
Peter
kind.
in Portlaoise says, Jesus, you have the brains of a rocking horse.
Okay, I like that. He's my favourite one so far.
Richard sent in a one as well, and I remember hearing these years ago, and I don't get them, but they're still funny, about people with big teeth,
Right.
She'd give an awful death to an apple.
Okay, yeah.
Or you'd eat an apple through a closed letterbox. I still can't imagine it, but it's funny. It's funny.
My God.
We got a few cute whores coming in as well.
Oh, yeah, there's no shortage of those.
Politicians like to use that as well, don't they, that term?
Politicians are what that is. No, like the classic one is some independent Kerry TDs would be perceived as being
oh, yes.
cute whores.
I wonder who they are.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Can we hear from any of them?
Well, we have their cat on the line. Hello there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 400,000 euro in funding for a road just there.
And the rhododendrons that are doing all the damage.
Listowel to Tralee sorted.
Going in here, just no name on this. You're a horse of a man, but you can't shy trotting.
Okay. These are so very creative.
Oh, that's brilliant. And Peter with a classic one here. He's that lazy. If there was work in the bed, he'd sleep on the floor.
Excellent.
I love it. Let's give you one more.
All right.
The last time I saw a head like that, there was whiskers on it.
Wow.
I love a good insult.
The people of the Midlands.
Yeah.
Watch out. They are lethal.
But you don't know it.
No, sure, I have the brains of a rocking horse.
No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. Here's an interesting one for you. The fattest bear has been crowned. Yes, Fat Bear of the Year. He's a brown bear called 32 Chunk. That's a lovely name, 32 Chunk. And the competition is held among the furry residents of a national park in Alaska every year, and online users vote for their favourite fat bears based on before and after videos. I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. Park rangers say a fat bear is a successful bear as they're more likely to survive in hibernation. So you can actually go. You can go and vote your favourite fat bear. Right, okay. I tell you what, I'm out of here. 083 30 10 103. You can text WhatsApp or WhatsApp voice note. I want you to Silly O'Clock Club. Silly things happen between 6:30 and 7. No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. Una's insult is, you're as useful as an ashtray on a Honda 50. Edward said, hi Peter, I like to call some people bungalow because we've got nothing upstairs. Morning, Edward. And to Brenda, said, morning Peter, after dealing with a rude person, I like to say, I hope the rest of your day is as pleasant as you are. Oh, that's a nice one, you know. Darren, who's listening in Limerick at the moment, morning Darren, said, Peter, how about gowl? We use it all the time in Limerick. Try explaining that to somebody from New York. Francis said, hi Peter, what about the Stadia? Or the Cuhia? Brilliant. Trish said, Peter, the lights are on, but there's nobody home. These are great insults. Boys and girls, don't be using these insults now, okay? When you're in school this morning. Mags, I'll leave the last say with you. I burst out laughing when I read this. Mags said, to anybody who's been cheeky or anything like that, they'd have enough cheek for a second arse. Breakfast with Peter Dunne on Midlands 103. Weekday mornings from 6:30am. These are the highlights. Sam Fender, 17 going under, Midlands 103. The gates are open, the people are coming into the ploughing championships. And one of the things I love is when you get to go out and about and chat to everybody at the ploughing. We're here at the Ploughing Championships 2025, and you know something? It's a fairly unique experience, and anybody who knows the Ploughing Championships knows you've been at the Ploughing Championships. We're asking people to finish this sentence. You know you're at the ploughing when...
There's beer tents everywhere.
I suppose when you smell the wood chips, you know you're at the ploughing.
It's mucky. You get a little hat. A little hat.
A little hat?
A little hat.
Oh, a little hat?
Yeah.
Post boots, I suppose. That's all I'd say now.
When there's a chip van. That's the one. When you put a hole in the wallet.
I love it.
When you have the crack. To buy air horns.
There's brown boots everywhere.
Smoky.
Things that are coming to my head shouldn't be on radio.
While I was doing that, I got this voice, and I was like, here, young fella, what are you doing? And I said, oh, do you want to come over for a chat? Oh, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm asking you to finish the sentence. You know you're at the ploughing when? And he went, no, I won't be doing that now. And then he turned to me and says, do you have a cigarette in you? I said, no, I don't smoke. He said, all right. And he waddled away. But you know what the funniest thing about that exchange was? I think he was about 12. Breakfast with Peter Dunne on Midlands 103. Weekday mornings from 6:30am. These are the highlights. Ah yes, Lewis Capaldi survive, and we survived the ploughing. We're here at day 3 here in Screggan, just outside Tullamore. Good morning. We're going to bring you more of all that action that's happening and starting to pick up. Weather is nice, by the way. Ground is not bad. There's a good bit of drying out last night. So weather is looking good if you're heading here at the moment. Safe journey. We will have a look at the traffic very soon and we'll give you a heads up on what is happening. As well as that, as I said, it's day 3. It's the final day of the Ploughing Championships. And before the tractors roll out and the chip vans close up shop, we have one more visit from Hollywood royalty. Morgan Freeman. He's here to give us the ploughing, the epic finale it deserves.
And now, the sun sets on the National Ploughing Championships 2025. The final day, 3 days of mud, machinery, and magnificent wellies, all leading to this moment. By now, every chip van has a waiting list. Every marquee smells faintly of rain and ambition. And every tractor is just a little bit dirtier than it was on Tuesday. Today, champions will be crowned. Deals will be sealed. And someone, somewhere, will finally find their car in the car park. This is the ploughing at its most emotional. Farmers hugging sales reps. Children clutching free pens. Men selling the last of the sticks, while a man cries because his raffle ticket didn't win the quad bike. As the crowds begin to drift away, we remember why we came here. The people. The crack. The feeling that for 3 glorious days, rural Ireland stood tall and proud, and maybe bought a chainsaw. Yes, the ploughing is ending, but its spirit, like a well-oiled Massey Ferguson, keeps on running. Until next year, when we do it all again. This is the National Ploughing Championships, and you were part of it.
No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. Well, did you get much sleep last night after that?
Yeah, I slept very well after that, but was staying up much later than I envisaged having to.
Yeah. They nearly lost it.
I thought
I
thought I'd be finished watching the Ryder Cup by about 8 o'clock in the evening, but obviously Europe decided to lose nearly every single game.
Yeah, it was one of those occasions where going into Sunday, it was like, we'd relax and take it easy and enjoy this impending victory. What happened?
I think they were all wrecked. I was thinking about this. I think the abuse from the US crowd, while Europe did amazingly well to kind of like shoulder it over the first 2 days, there was like a build-up effect that landed on them on the third day, on the Sunday. So the likes of McIlroy, who was giving it the big one to the crowd the day previous, he was flat as a pancake. He couldn't get anything going. And it was the same with all the frontline players for Europe. Tommy Fleetwood, like, he looked untouchable for the first 2 days. Third day, just did not have it in him.
So you reckon the crowd had an effect on Europe?
I think eventually it did. Like, I mean, it's all they were talking about after winning as well, was the sort of like the negativity of the crowd and that type of thing.
Is it worse? I've never seen it that bad. You know, like heckling, you don't normally get heckles in golf. You know what I mean? You don't normally. It's people are staying quiet, and then after the shot is hit, you might hear the odd person shout something ridiculous. But you don't normally hear the heckles, except Ryder Cup has this unique experience where the crowd are allowed to heckle.
The Battle of Brookline in 1999. That was my first living memory of like the hostile US crowd at a Ryder Cup. But yeah, it's a thing.
But was it not worse this year than previous years?
It was, and like there's two reasons for that, I'd say. The first is that New York sports crowds are particularly fond of heckling and booing. Like you'll get it at Yankees games or games involving the New York Giants. And then there's the other side of the situation, which is just there's an awful lot of discontent and aggression in certain sections of American society at the moment, I would say.
But it didn't bother our Shane, didn't it not? Making that putt.
Not
what a moment.
At all. The man has a lot of fortitude. I was going to say something else there, but it's not fit for air.
It didn't, and he was quoted as saying one of the biggest moments of his life. That is incredible.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like, I mean, his reaction on the 18th green, there was literally electricity going through his legs. He was running across the green as if he was playing wing forward for Clara or something like that.
Yeah.
And just he exploded up into the air. That excitement was... Jesus, it was the highlight of the weekend.
I love the comparison they made when he celebrated making the putt. Did you see that?
Comparison with what?
The exact same celebration his dad did in 1982.
Stop.
Yep.
No
absolutely.
way.
The All-Ireland final. Offaly won.
Yeah.
Yep. Nearly word for word, movement for movement, the same celebration. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, he was a pleasure to watch yesterday.
And one other local person was winding up the crowd as well. Did you hear about this?
Go on.
Who's this? Niall Horan, jumping up and down.
No way.
Yeah.
That's gas.
Good man, Niall, winding up the crowd. I love it.
Yes,
brilliant
indeed.
Stuff.
It does look like good crack.
It does, yeah.
If you had $750 to go for it, maybe it would be worth it.
Well, if we start saving now, we might get to Limerick in 2 years' time. What do you think?
Adare Manor.
Adare Manor, yeah. What do you
yes,
think?
Indeed. I'll be up for that.
Let's do it. Right, let's start saving now. Get this show in full Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands 103. Blondie, Heart of Glass, Midlands 103. 25 past 7 is your time. We'll give you your caffeine kick again in just a second in case you didn't hear it fully a few minutes ago. But in the meantime, let's kick off your celebrity goss with Hollywood bombshell. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have reportedly split after 19 years of marriage. So the Oscar winner and the country superstar began living apart earlier on this summer. Urban is said to have moved into his own place in Nashville, and according to TMZ and People, Nicole has been fighting to keep the marriage intact, but sources say Keith was ready to move on. Now, no official comment from their teams or anything like that, but if it turns out to be true, it's the end of one of showbiz's probably longest running power couples, actually. Over to another country icon, Dolly Parton. she has postponed her big Las Vegas residency at Caesar's Palace. So the singer said she doesn't have enough rehearsal time and admits she's been dealing with some health challenges, including a few procedures she needs to get done first. So she told fans she's absolutely gutted to disappoint them, but promised she'll be back when she's good and ready. And hopefully all is good with Dolly Parton. And probably one of the most nicest, most genuine people you'll ever see in show business. And some news for the Bridgerton brunch. Netflix has confirmed season 4 will land in 2026. Now, this time it's all about Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beck as well, with the streamer teasing a masquerade like no other. Translation? Well, basically you can expect some scandal, a lot of corsets and a lot of dramatic string quartets playing pop songs. That is the order of the day. We'll have more celebrity goss in the next hour, around 8:15. We shall bring you more. But in the meantime, do you want your caffeine kick again? Another cuppa? Right, let's do this. Your caffeine kick for today. Have a think about this, then send me the answer followed by your name and location. 083 3010 103 via text, via WhatsApp, or WhatsApp voice note, whatever suits yourself. What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast? So you're sitting down now and you're thinking, what will I have for breakfast? Well, there's 2 things you can never have for breakfast. What is it? 083 3010 103. Get this show in full Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands 103. If you get on a flight and it's a Virgin Australia flight, you know you can get a neighbour-free seating option. Do you know when you get in an airplane and there's somebody sitting beside you? And I always find it difficult to figure out who gets the armrest. You know what I mean? So this option will be available on domestic and short-haul international flights, and eligible passengers will be able to bid to keep the seat next to them empty. So the airline says it'll give people flying economy the chance to enjoy more space while they fly. I am up for that, yeah. I was on a flight there recently and there was a guy sitting beside me and he just completely shoved my arm off the armrest, you know, the elbow. I'm like, that's ignorant. But as soon as he got up to go to the toilet, plonk, put my elbow down on the armrest, and he came back and he just kind of looked at me, and I went, ha, now. You won't do it the next time, will you? No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. Green Day, Good Riddance, time of your life. Midlands 103, 9 minutes to 8. Good morning. Let's get some of your 5-word weekend that was. Paul said, watched Europe silence the Americans. Ho, 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 ho. It was a good weekend, in fairness. Good weekend for golf. Hilda said, new cats getting settled in. Nice one. And Ina said, my granddaughter became a teenager. Hope you had a brilliant weekend. Speaking of which, you know what popped up on my phone there recently on TikTok? Do you remember Kevin and Perry? Do you know, on the Harry Enfield sketch show from years ago? Well, there was a funny bit about the origin of Kevin, do you know, the teenager, and the bit where he actually becomes a teenager. Have a listen to this.
Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday, Dick! Go! Go!
Kevin?
Go! Are you alright?
Darling, he's losing the power of rational thought.
And the use of his arms.
He's become a teenager.
Kevin?
What?
It's your birthday, Kevin.
I know!
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Okay, stop going on about it, will you?
Love it. Bon Jovi, It's My Life. Midlands 103, welcome to Monday. Good morning.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted.
Breakfast with Peter Dunne on Midlands 103, weekday mornings from 6:30am. These are the highlights. David, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you find your favourite county colours or your team's colours will influence your purchases?
No.
No, wouldn't, no?
Okay. I'm from Kildare, so
Right.
it's just white. It doesn't really pop up in the same way.
Yeah.
you know
You're
what I
from
mean?
that bridge place. What do you call it?
Selbridge.
Yeah, you keep making that up. Yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
do. I won't ever give up on that.
But
That's where I'm from.
let's say the apparent colours that Selbridge GA, you presume there's a GA team in Selbridge or something. What colours did they-
Ardclough would have been my parish.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
So what their colours wouldn't influence you to buy certain clothes or even cars, no?
Not personally, no.
Okay, fair enough.
No,
Well,
no.
it's having a big impact on people.
I can imagine. Yeah. Okay.
Because a survey has found that thousands of people in the likes of Manchester and Liverpool will only buy red or blue cars.
Right.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands. They'll only associate themselves with their own team colours. Clothes as well are influenced by their team colours. Somebody will only buy like a red jumper. Never be seen in a blue jumper if you're on the red side of Liverpool or Manchester or anything like
Just
that.
sounds to me like people have a bit of identity deficit going on in the UK.
I have identity deficit disorder.
I can't define myself in any other way apart from the colour of the football team. The football business corporate operation that I support.
It's loyalty. It's loyalty toward your team as I'm beating my chest right now.
Why is your car not maroon coloured then?
By my car. It kind of is actually.
It's not.
Go have a look at it.
It's blacky grey.
That's it. You only see it in the morning when I'm picking you up in the darkness. That's all. During the day, it's maroonish.
It changes colour depending on the time of day.
On its mood, probably. Actually.
Yeah, it's a mood car. Right, no.
Yeah, lots of people do. I remember I did...
083 3010 103. Lots of people don't.
Yeah, let us know. Did you?
They don't.
I was doing MC for a charity gig for Shave or Die.
Oh, yeah.
And a guy came up and he'd raised money, which was brilliant. And he was getting his head shaved and he wanted his hair dyed.
Okay.
He says, I'm getting a mohawk. And I said, right, okay, that's fantastic. And what colour are you going to dye your hair?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't mind, you pick.
Ah.
And he was wearing a Leeds United polo shirt.
So, obviously, there's a good option there in terms of what to dye his hair.
Oh, God, yeah.
Something
so
that maybe...
he allowed me to decide. And as you know, Leeds United fans hate pretty much every team, but they
especially
really
Man
hate
United.
Manchester United, yeah. So I said to the barber, red. Dye his hair red.
That'll learn him.
And he did that. And he had a mirror and he turned around and he had a look and he went, shave it off! Shave it off!
Yeah, he shouldn't have left himself open to that kind of situation.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Typical Leeds. Their defence is wide open.
Oh, my God. It all comes back to the football with you, Peter, doesn't
I
it?
couldn't resist that.
Remind yourself.
Cheers, David.
Cheers.
No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. The Weekend, Ariana Grande, Save Your Tears. 9 minutes to 8. Good morning. So, in an hour and 8 minutes, mammies and daddies all across the Midlands will already feel like they've done a full day's work. You know why? Well, they're calling it the 5 to 9 before you do your 9 to 5. And honestly, it sounds more exhausting than actual work in the office. So think about it. From 5 a.m. onwards, it's lunches to be made, uniforms to iron, someone shouting, "Where are me shoes?" Another one shouts, "I forgot I need a cardboard castle for school today." And by the time parents have, wrestled breakfast into the kids, chased them out the door, and convinced everyone that teeth do need to be brushed, parents have already juggled 20 separate tasks over 2 hours of absolute chaos and mayhem before they even touch a coffee at work, honestly. And let's be real, most jobs don't require you to scrape Weetabix off the kitchen tiles, negotiate peace treaties between siblings, and simultaneously remember the PE gear as well. So if you're sitting at your desk and you're wondering why you're absolutely shattered, well, don't blame the boss. Not the emails, it's not the spreadsheets, it's the 5 to 9 shift at home. that's already finished you off. And that sense of anxiety you get when the phone rings, because you're afraid it's the school ringing you to say, your child forgot their PE gear, will you drop it in when you get a chance? No radio? It's fine. You can get the full show Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands103.com, or you can download the free app from, I don't know, wherever you get your apps, I suppose. You're very welcome back to the Underrates Blitz Championship, where we're live for the next round clash between the Sharks and the Wolves. Yes, the Sharks are back again, following the midweek controversy after their previous clash with the Rhinos, in which there was an inquiry from the CCCCCCC. But thankfully, the Sharks players have tested negative for jelly snakes and fruit pastilles. There's drama already before throw-in, as one of the Wolves players has arrived in full Spider-Man costume and refuses to wear a jersey. The coach has tried reasoning with him, but he will only be addressed as Spider-Man or Peter Parker, and is repeatedly shooting the coach with a foam web from his wrist he got for his birthday. And we're underway, and young Zach Ryan is back in midfield. He's learned what way to run this week, but unfortunately he's taken to pirouetting around and shouting "Sue!" Impressive, but completely unnecessary altogether. The referee lets it go, possibly because he's also Zach's uncle and has no authority whatsoever. The ball is now with Anthony Mulrooney for the Wolves. He's the only one actually playing football today, and he's slicing through the Sharks like a knife through butter. Oh, but wait, he's tripped over his own shoelace. That's what happens when you tie them together to make super shoes. While young Anthony is being untangled, we go down to the sideline and have a word with Wolves underrated coach Jimmy Doherty.
Alright lads, huddle up. Anthony, you put on a masterclass there until you fell over. Call it placebo or what, but those shoes, tie them back together and get back out there and just try not to trip up. Now lads, what did we say? Training, we're running plan silverback, rhino attack. Get into there now, shoulder him. Shawnee, mark number 7, he looks hungry for the ball or a pack of potatoes. I'm not sure, but my horoscope said a Libra would stand in my way, and he looks like a Libra, so don't give him an inch. And Morrissey, you won't stop singing that Apata song and it wrecks my head, but use that when you're marking number 4. I want you to live in his head rent free. Who are we? Wolves, that's right, get out there now, go on.
Thank you for that, Jimmy. The game resumes and chaos follows. The Wolves goalie is now insisting he's a dinosaur and keeps roaring at the ball instead of kicking it. The Sharks take full advantage and young Dunica Ryan fires it forward towards the goal, but wait, someone's 2-year-old sister runs onto the pitch. Her dad doesn't notice because he's looking at a funny video his friend sent him on TikTok. The ball ricochets off the child's head and it's over the bar. The Sharks are in the lead, but the Wolves take it quickly. Great move by young Conor McCormack, who's dicing through the Sharks. He beats 1, he beats 2, 3 players. This child is tearing up the field. The goalie comes out, he dances around him too. It's an open goal, he can't miss, but he's wearing a Mayo jersey, so inevitably he puts the ball well wide and falls to his knees, thinking maybe next year will be his year. The referee blows the final whistle. The final score? We're technically not allowed to keep score according to the rules, but we do anyway, and the Sharks are into the next round. So join us next week for the next round of the Underrates Blitz Championship on the Midlands 103 Breakfast Show. Get this show in full Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands 103. It's Wednesday. It's time to educate the good people of the Midlands. It's time to deliver some absolutely fantastic facts. Let's do this. David.
Peter.
Sharks are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
They can sense a drop of blood in 25 gallons of water, which is basically the equivalent of tasting 1 spoonful of sugar stirred into a swimming pool.
Or a drip of my waddy into a bath.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
That's impressive.
It is.
They can really sniff out that blood.
They're the most ancient species on Earth, having evolved around 455 million years ago.
So another way of saying that is that they are the least developed species currently alive on Earth.
They're the most consistent species on Earth.
We're having a shark off here.
A shark off. But they must feel kind of cheated a little bit because, you know, people are all on about dinosaurs, you know. Yeah. Oh, dinosaurs were great in 65
Jurassic
million.
Park this, Jurassic Park that.
Sharks are swimming around going, yeah, well, we survived. They didn't. We're here longer.
Same with the chicken.
Exactly, yeah. Chicken which is related to dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
How are the Sharks getting on in the Blitz Championship?
They're into the final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
See, exactly. Nothing is stopping those consistent Sharks.
Sharks can't stop swimming.
You're right, actually.
They'd
They
be
can't
dead.
stop swimming.
Yeah.
No, there you go. We could learn a thing or two. Do you know when you're on Instagram, you see somebody they're taking pictures of their food or whatever. They're in a restaurant and to take a picture. Sometimes companies can kind of pick up in that picture and go, well, we'll give you money for that picture because we want to use it as part of like a stock image or brochure or whatever. Where does that money go?
I don't know.
In Germany, it goes to the chef.
It goes to the chef?
Yeah.
No
so
way.
You're in a restaurant, you
Yeah.
take a picture of the food. It's considered the chef's artwork. Yeah, it's not yours, just because you took a picture of it.
The only thing is, like, Germany, not renowned for its cuisine.
No, you're right. Exactly.
Yeah, no, that should be an Italian or a French law.
You're right. When you're thinking of a takeaway at the weekend, you know, we get Italian, Chinese, maybe, or Asian food. Well, we go German. What? What's wrong with you?
I remember I was on a long transfer, you know, one of these awful things where you have to wait in the airport for 10 hours or something.
yeah.
So me and a few lads decided it was in Munich. And we decided to get the train into Munich city centre for 4 or 5 hours.
Fair enough.
And I got a meal and a beer, and the meal was some sort of German sausage thing. I thought, when in Rome, you know. And
or Munich.
They delivered a porcelain bowl with a lid on it. I opened it up. It was a bowl of hot water with one boiled sausage in it. And to say it looked like something from the toilet.
Oh, God.
Is the truth. Anyway, I don't know if that chef should have gotten a cut.
Fair enough. Yeah. And chef should have got something else.
Indeed.
Did you know parrots sometimes give each other nicknames?
No, they don't.
That is true. Yeah, to develop these unique sounds to call a specific flock member. Just like personal nicknames.
All right, Budgie.
Stardy Budgie, yeah.
Parrow.
Have any smokes, Budgie?
Oh, dear.
No, we're only joking to our
She's
Dublin listeners. Come here, you keep your bread in the fridge.
Yeah.
You shouldn't keep your bread in the fridge.
Okay.
It goes stale 6 times faster if it's kept in the fridge rather than room temperature.
It may go stale quicker, but it gets mouldy less quicker.
Really?
I think so. And also, I keep it in an airtight bag in the fridge.
Oh, yeah, okay.
With a Ziploc.
Right, okay.
So I don't know if your point applies.
You're one step ahead of us.
You're
Fair
just
play to you.
annoyed that bread takes up space in the fridge.
Yeah, you can move
It's
your
big
bread.
and bulky,
exactly.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You can move it into the cupboard, David. Goodness me.
No.
Let's give you one more.
Okay.
Apologies if you're having your breakfast listening to this part, but the human belly button is so dirty.
Apologies indeed.
Scientists have found previously unknown bacteria inside of them. And a person once had bacterium previously found only on Japanese soil where they have never been.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing. Imagine your belly button is more travelled than you, more cultured than you.
How does it collect these wondrous things?
Oh, the mystery remains.
Let it never be answered again.
Get this show in full Monday to Friday from 6:30am to 9 on Midlands 103. Life, love, happiness. Brian Kennedy, Midlands 103. It's just coming up to 7:20 on your Tuesday morning. Now, in around this time every Tuesday, we deliver you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a macchiato or an espresso or cappuccino, whatever you're having yourself. It's up to you. This is your caffeine kick, and it's designed to get you up and moving for a Tuesday. You know, your brain up, the electrics running through it, the hamster on the wheel, all that kind of stuff. And it's basically a brain teaser. And I tried this out with the kids yesterday, and my 6-year-old got this right. I didn't, but my 6-year-old got this right. Let's see if you can get it. And send me the answer, followed by your name and location at 083 30 10 103. Get it right, get on the honours list. So if you're about to sit down for about a little bite to eat at this stage, ask yourself this question. What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast? What 2 things can you never eat for breakfast? Go on, let me know. 083 30 10 103. You can text, WhatsApp or WhatsApp voice note. Stick your name and location on that, get it right, and you will be on the honours list. I guarantee you.